There are hundreds of ways to be making money in the world of crypto right now, one of which is trading. And we're trading the price of Bitcoin. Today, the price of Bitcoin is $67,500, and it appears that we've formed an inverse head and shoulders. And I feel like this could be a bit of a trap. It doesn't look the same way that it should do if it was super bullish, and I'm currently short on Bitcoin. There are several things that I'm going to explain to you in today's video that would invalidate my short theory and mean that the price of Bitcoin tomorrow starts on moving on upwards once more. This is not an unlikely scenario. We're going to get into it. So if you wouldn't mind, slap a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, make sure you join my community. That'd be great. And let's crack on with what we've got to discuss. So first things first, this is my current short position. As you can see, my short position is $424,000 and it is currently $5,500 in a loss. I've taken $36,000 of profit on it already, so I don't mind that much about this loss. And I'm also currently short on the price of Solana as well. Earlier today, I also opened up a short position here on Bitcoin on PHEMEX, just a one Bitcoin short position that is now $300 in a profit. This is my Ethereum long position that is covering off a terrible Ethereum short position that basically means that there that you see as profit, that's not really profit, it's a hedge. Now, the price of Bitcoin, how are we looking right now? It's looking interesting to say the least. One of the things that I wanted to quickly show you in today's video is an indicator that I've been working on for a very long period of time with Crypto Saving Expert. This indicator is very, very accurate, and on various different time frames, it gives various different kind of solutions as to what is going on with the price of Bitcoin. But what we can see right now across the board is that the indicator remains bullish on the price of Bitcoin, which is one of the scary things for me. Look, if I'm in a short position, there's no cap to how high Bitcoin can go. I don't want to be caught on the wrong side of a short. However, my short position is not particularly huge and it doesn't particularly concern me at this moment in time. It could get concerning, but at that point in time, I'm getting out of the trade and I'm going long. I'm very aware of the dangers right now of shorting. There are several things that we need to look at. First of all, being the Bitcoin liquidation heat map. On the Bitcoin liquidation heat map, we can see down here, we've got a huge level of liquidations down at $50,000. Now, this would create essentially about $40 billion of liquidations when we hit the level of 50,100 to 50,300. It would be absolutely catastrophic and send the price of Bitcoin much lower than $50,000 because the market can't cope with that kind of liquidation. Now, if we go over to the weekly chart and assess where are those levels on the weekly chart, we can see that there aren't any strong levels here on the weekly chart that would indicate like magnets towards Bitcoin's price. But on the 24-hour chart, there are some levels that we need to be keeping an eye on. Now, the reason I'm in a short position right now is I'm looking at these levels down here and going, hang on a second, this is quite a lot of liquidity that's going to get liquidated should the price of Bitcoin dip below $67,000, dip into that $66,000 range, and probably end up with this amount of selling pressure pushing down into the $65,000 range. I'm not 100% bullish. Indicators right now are bullish. People are bullish right now. I just am not 100% bullish on the price of Bitcoin, which is why I'm in this losing short position. However, I am not an idiot also, and I will close that if we do start kind of going to the wrong side. Now, if you are interested in trading, check out the link for PHEMEX in today's video description. People don't know this, but you can actually trade on PHEMEX in the UK, in the US, and a bunch of other countries. All you need to do is sign up on the link in today's video description and claim your deposit bonus. At that point, you can use the exchange, and it's the exchange that most of my audience is now using because everyone got kicked off Bybit because Bybit is no longer available here in the UK. Now, going back, $67,500. What are we looking at in terms of analysis on the price of Bitcoin? Because there's several different things on lower timeframes that we could read into here and draw some conclusions from. The first one being that we've clearly got a level of resistance that we've broken through at this point in time from my perspective. At the same time as that, I don't think that's a particularly impressive level. Now, we've clearly got this inverse head and shoulders pattern, but we technically failed to break out here and extended the pattern. To me, that shows a lack of buying pressure at these levels. And I'm thinking right now, me personally, I bought $15,000 of Bitcoin today, but I only bought $15,000 of Bitcoin. I could have bought much more. I'm holding back. And I feel like many other people are also holding back. Bitcoin halving is coming, but Bitcoin halving isn't here yet. So because Bitcoin halving isn't here yet, for me, there's not a huge amount of reason to be throwing a bunch of money at Bitcoin when I feel like there are better opportunities in the altcoin market. Just look at how Ethereum has been comparing to the price of Bitcoin recently. In fact, what we can do here is if we flip over to the Ethereum Bitcoin chart and remove these indicators so that you can actually see what it's looking like, reset the scale to 4 minutes and auto here, bosh, there we go. You can see that Ethereum has been rallying quite significantly against the price of Bitcoin in recent days. This makes me think that an altcoin bull run is much more likely, with Ethereum being up 8% against Bitcoin over the past 3 days. So from that perspective, what altcoins could we be trading right now? One of which I'm looking at very strongly is this one here, which is Victoria VR. There are many other ones. Launch Block took a bit of a tumble today, just having a bit of a price reset. You can see the price kind of steps up like this, and the next step up is going to be a huge step up. So I'm expecting some good price action from that. Again, a nice minus 10% discount day on day. There's a lot of different altcoins at the side of the screen here. Orange, again, having a nice pump up the other day and having a nice little price reset. Got up to 45 cents, now back down at 40 cents. I'm very bullish on the price of Orange. One that I've not really mentioned so much here, but I think is like a more safe long-term play, is Ace. Ace is a game. You can play the Ace game. It's called Fusionist, but it's something that has been gaining some steam throughout the course of this bull market. The analysis here was wrong, so we can delete that, but you can see overall basically the price is looping back around and it's never really had a bull run so far. Corti is looking more and more and more attractive because basically yesterday Corti actually broke to the upside of this level of resistance. Now that's quite good because we broke to the upside, we came down, we retested it, and then we started bouncing back to the upside. So I'm particularly bullish on Corti. Also, you can see the inverse head and shoulders pattern. Just from my perspective right now, Bitcoin, I just think it doesn't really matter to me whether it goes up or down. If it starts going up, I'll close the short and I'll probably not even bother going long on Bitcoin because I think there are more gains to be had in the altcoin market. If you want to get rich from this, Bitcoin has done a lot of its growing right now, and Bitcoin isn't as attractive for a retail audience. We can start to see that retail is slowly trickling in. And from that perspective, why would you be longing Bitcoin when funding rates are so high and the price is stagnating like this and costing you a fortune? Because again, if you were long on Bitcoin for just 7 days and you didn't do anything, you just had the long position and Bitcoin's price didn't move, you'd have a 1% tax on the size of your position, which is very significant if you are in quite a large position sizing. So from my perspective, Bitcoin probably isn't the best play right now, but also shorting Bitcoin probably also isn't the best play. It's going to be interesting how these trades turn out, and I'll let you know in tomorrow's video how they get on. I'm probably going to end up closing them, but I mean, it's very difficult to say right now. I'm trying to hold out short because I still feel like logically there's probably another pullback before we break the top. But I could also be very wrong on that, and I don't really mind being that wrong because I'm still going to be longing the altcoins. And Solana, the long position that we took on that, the reason I'm short on Solana is because Solana's pumped up to like 150 today. So I've been starting to short Solana because the price of it started getting a little bit too giddy. However, again, shorting in this market is a bit of a stupid idea because prices will just keep going up. Up only is a thing. It happens. And you can't defend against up only if you're in a short position. So be careful trying to catch these shorts in between the pumps and instead focus on what makes money, which is longing altcoins, buying altcoins, and building a profitable altcoin portfolio. If you want to learn more about that, make sure you watch tonight's live stream over on my main channel, That Martini Guy. I'm going to be going live just 15 minutes after this video has been posted, so check it out and I'll see you over there. Make sure you've slapped the like, subscribed, and check out the link for PHEMEX in today's video description. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.